What's the deal YouTube? Device Overdose is back with another video. And I'm Ty. Are you still on the fence with your dwindling storage situation? If you are checking out this video, chances are, the answer to that is yes. So in today's episode, I will be taking a fast look at the MyCloud Home Duo 8TB. I will be checking out the design. Then, I'll connect the device to my network and explore its features. I'll also go over the advantages of having your own personal cloud device. So, let's keep it moving into the video. Network-attached storage devices have been gaining traction, and this particular device might be a good solution for a common storage dilemma. Moreover, if you are looking for a simple but personal cloud option, this 8TB NAS device might be progressive enough to fit your needs. But before we move any further into the video, let's take a look at this apparatus. The MyCloud Home Duo has a simplistic appearance that will blend into any environment. The system has ventilation cutouts on both the bottom and on the back side. The system does emit some heat, but nothing crazy. I've seen some reviews accuse the device of running hot and being noisy. However, this is not the case in my experience. The glossy white plastic top, in contrast with the plastic, diamond armor on the bottom, looks good in any setting. And here's a chart, for size reference. The quick start guide has a code that you will need, if for some reason you cannot find the device on your network. Next, you will need to log into the MyCloud website for setup, or, you can download the application. The app has a smooth interface with the device. You can upload or download files like your videos, your photos, your albums, and, you can do all of that wirelessly from anywhere, providing you have some sort of network connection. The Cloud Home Duo is a non-Wi-Fi device, however, the system does require an Ethernet connection. Also, the Home Duo allows you to stream a number of full services directly from the device. At the front of the unit, there is an LED indicator light strip. The light can be deactivated in the settings menu. Another useful feature the Cloud Home Duo offers is remote shutdown, just in case you need to deactivate the unit remotely, for whatever reasons. So, let's open the app and log in. The app has a clean layout, and it's easy to navigate. First, click onto the menu tab. Next, open the settings menu. Open the cloud menu. Scroll to the bottom of the page and follow the steps. More than likely, you may not ever use this feature, but it's better to have the feature and not need it. Let's keep it moving. On the back side of the unit, there is a restart button. And, before I forget to mention, you will need to restart the device if you perform a remote shutdown. Below the restart button, there is a reset button. Most cell phone release pins should give you access. The system has two high-speed 3.0 USB ports. Below the port is the Ethernet connection. Rounding off the interface on the back of the device, you have the power supply port. The system will require a constant power supply to function. And here is your power cord, nothing too fancy. And here's your heavy-duty Ethernet cable. However, I'm not quite sure why this cable is so thick. But it appears to be high quality. Connecting the unit to a network is a simple process. Plug one end of the Ethernet cable into the router. Next, plug the opposite end of the Ethernet cable into the MyCloud Home Duo unit. After you have successfully connected the unit, Windows 10 will automatically recognize the device, create a desktop shortcut, and then map the device as a network drive. Let's keep it moving. Setting up the device requires that you have a Western Digital MyCloud account. After you have set up your MyCloud account online, you can begin to invite family and friends, and they can create individual accounts. Each invited person can set up their own private space, and the invited person is the only one that has access to that space on the device. The MyCloud Home Duo is a dual-bay, 8TB, hard disk drive system, and this hardware is coupled with a Realtek A53 quad-core processor. The CPU is a 4K, ultra-high-definition, multimedia, system-on-a-chip. Next, I will show you how to remove the top lid, which will expose the Western Digital components. Also, this gives you access to the internal hardware. Each Western Digital hard drive has 4 TB of storage, effectively giving you 8 TB of storage space. Bear with me a moment, and I will try to explain how all of this works. The device has two configuration modes. There is a full capacity mode, and there is a mirror mode. While the system is set to mirror mode, hard drive 1 will copy everything onto hard drive 2. Meaning, if hard drive 1 for some reason has a malfunction, you still have a backup copy on the working hard drive. While the system is set to full capacity mode, you will have access to the entire 8 TB of cloud storage. However, There is a small downside when it comes to full capacity mode. If both hard drives suffer from some sort of malfunction, there is a possibility you can lose all of your shit. But I doubt that would happen. Next, I will show you how to switch between hard drive configuration modes. I'll start by opening both the mobile and the PC versions of the app, so we can walk through the two configuration modes. Click Settings, click onto your device name. Scroll down until you find Device Configuration. By default, mirror mode is already configured. However, if you would like to use the entire 8 TB, I would suggest using the full capacity mode, labeled JBOD. Also, I think this is worth mentioning. In the event one of the hard drives begin to fail or malfunction, you can purchase a replacement hard drive from a third-party seller, like Newegg, Amazon, and maybe even Micro Center. I did leave some links in the description. Another high-value feature that the My Cloud Duo offers is the folder sync function. This feature works like any other cloud-based storage service, such as Dropbox or Google Drive. Basically, this function allows you to have access to all of your files, across all of your devices. And now, I will show you how to sync up an existing folder. Also, this can only be done from the PC. First, select your desired folder, drag and drop it into the My Cloud Home Duo. Next, right-click onto the desired folder. Next, click Make Available Offline. Now, this folder is available to you offline. Also, everything that gets saved to that folder will get backed up and synchronized to the My Cloud Home. Imagine strolling through the park while accessing large 4K files. Or, even if you're on the bus, no matter where you are, you will always have access to these files. Moreover, I have come to my last useful features. This function is called Share Link. This feature allows you to share the entire folder. However, be cautious of which folders you decide to share, and who you share the folders with. That's because the selected folder is no longer secured within your My Cloud account, which is protected by your account's password. And finally, using a storage solution like this can free up a lot of space on your mobile device, as well as your desktop. However, hear me out for one more moment. If 8 TB is still not enough cloud storage, you can connect an additional My Cloud Home device to the My Cloud Home Duo, effectively expanding your storage capacity. The My Cloud Home Duo 8 TB will cost you between 360 and 390 green stamps. Let me know how you feel about this device, and we will be back with another one shortly.